To another big story we're following tonight, the murder-suicide involving an employee of the Bexar County District Attorney's Office.
Yeah, the sheriff's office revealing new details today about the death of Jennifer Rodriguez and the man who they say shot her before taking his own life. We are pressing for answers, asking what did the previous calls for service reveal, and were there any warning signs to indicate any safety concerns?
News 4 San Antonio's Taylor Warrenby joins us live at the sheriff's office with more on what investigators are saying and the questions that remain. Taylor?
Yeah, well, Sheriff Salazar says the two were dating and says they went out on Saturday evening to a bar and had a disturbance, but it's unclear if that situation continued to downgrade from that point.
We are presently talking to witnesses that were there at the time of that disturbance, but also anybody that may have seen or heard anything during the day to be able to better narrow down the time that the homicide and the suicide may have occurred.
Investigators say this home on Sunset Bend on the northeast side of Bexar County is where 37-year-old Jennifer Rodriguez was found dead Sunday night, along with 39-year-old Marcus James from an apparent murder-suicide.
There was some sort of a disturbance at a bar that they were at earlier in that evening. They came home, early that next morning, and then at some point during the day, we don't know if the situation continued to downgrade, but that evening, Sunday evening, is when they were actually found.
The home had previous calls for service last year involving threats and verbal disturbances, but James was not involved in any of them. We asked Sheriff Salazar if Rodriguez had ever raised safety concerns or if those earlier incidences pointed to any warning signs.
I wouldn't be surprised to find out that there may have been a history that maybe for some reason somebody didn't tell us about or didn't say anything about.
The sheriff says James had a criminal record, but there were no known issues reported between him and Rodriguez before the incident.
He had been a resident here at the Bexar County Jail at one point, but my understanding is that case was dismissed.
Davora Payne, who just moved into the neighborhood, says she didn't know Rodriguez or James, but recalled when the incident happened.
Only thing I could tell you was I was in my room and the lights was all on my walls, all on the wall. So I jumped up, looked out the window, and it was already like 5 sheriffs over there.
The Bexar County District Attorney's Office said it is deeply saddened by Rodriguez's death, describing her as hardworking, kind, and passionate, and offering condolences to her loved ones. Sheriff Salazar also took the opportunity to talk about domestic violence and says if you ever find yourself in a situation that turns violent, to call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and they can connect you with people who can help. Reporting live outside the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, Taylor Warrenby, News 4 San Antonio.